Dragon, Chris and I built a worm bin for our food scraps, and it was actually quite simple. We just decided to build out of wood, so we were looking for something we can make it with, and we went over to the Seattle Restore, which is like a salvage company that takes old building stuff. It's pretty cool, and we picked up a drawer and stuff, and then I took a drill to the bottom of the drawer and drilled in some holes so that the worms can get some airflow and also keep the water level good so it can drain. And then we just took the hinges and the handle that we got at the Restore and just slapped it together, drilled it, sawed it, and other things like that. And then we want to put some like newspaper in there, because these worms actually don't live in the dirt because they're red worms. They like to live in leaves and the stuff that's on the top of the soil and stuff. So since we have a ton of shredded newspaper that we got in some box from the mail, we just put that in, which is wonderful because you want it to be real shredded so that the surface area will be really large for all the wormies to eat. So then we just put a ton of worms in there, and we actually met somebody who does this too, and he has a ton of worms, so he just gave us those guys to start off. And basically just dig a little hole and put the food scraps in, and then bury it all up again. Then they eat it, and it turns into compost. And I put it underneath a little ledge in the front of our house to keep the weather off of it, and so it could keep the mushrooms and the pine tree company. And we're hoping to put our food scraps in there, and then make some compost, and then grow some vegetables and eat them, and then put the food scraps